Let's get right into the first unit for Season 8, the Cudgel Monks. Before we do that though, disclaimer, this information is from the preview event. It is subject to change. The localization also wasn't complete, so some names and descriptions may also change. You will also see a watermark over the screen with ID numbers. With that out of the way, let's get into the Cudgel Monks. Cudgel Monks are a 3-star Silver Era unit that cost 190 leadership. They are unlocked after the second stage of unit challenges. Cudgel Monks have 4 traits. 6-way staff. The unit performs a powerful attack. If it hits the enemy, the unit recovers 500 health. Swamp. Swamp increases damage against cavalry by 16% and reduces an attacked cavalry unit's movement speed by 45% for 2 seconds. Suppression of Evil. Each attack increases its own movement speed by 6%, reduces enemy movement speed by 6%, and their defense by 10%. Can be stacked up to 5 times. Shang Dynasty. Leadership cost reduced by 15 during Season 8. There are 3 formations available. The Dispersed formation is useful for reducing the impact of incoming ranged attacks. Column formation is useful for condensing the unit for charged attacks. The Schiltern formation spreads the unit out. It appears to change their stance, but we have not noticed any other change to it. This will be useful for holding points. There are 2 unit orders available. 6-way staff. The unit charges towards their enemy at a high speed. During the charge, they block enemy arrows. Afterward, they will jump up and use their staves to attack with an extra block breaking effect. Windmill Strike. A powerful attack is triggered, restoring 500 health as it strikes the enemy. Monks quickly swing their staves for 10 seconds, dealing continuous damage to the enemy. There are 2 Veterancy lines for the Cudgel Monks. Before either line, there is a 6% increase to health for the unit. The top line has a focus on increasing the survivability of the unit. Notably, you get a reduction to damage during 6-way staff, increases to defenses, increase to ranged resistance, and increase to healing. The bottom line has a focus on damage and utility. Notably, a reduction to cooldowns, increase in movement speed, and increase in number of enemies hit. From what little testing we managed to get done in the preview event, it appears that the bottom line is the better line, and the one I will be going with, primarily due to the increase in number of enemies hit as well as reduction in cooldowns. As for Doctrines, they have a unique selection. As far as I can see right now, I would run the Blunt Doctrine, Blunt Damage Doctrine, Breakthrough Doctrine, Monastic Doctrine 1, and Siege Fighter Doctrine. The Monastic Doctrine 1 is available through the challenges. This build focuses on damage, since there's not much to help with survivability. The Arrow Resist Doctrine is notable if you want to run them as anti-ranged units. Before we get into my thoughts and some notes on the unit, let's see how they fared in what few matchups I managed to test. No doctrines or nodes were used in these matchups. Cudgel monks are a very interesting unit. In our testing, they almost seem like another Sons of Fenrir. Their veterancy and traits feel like a counter to ranged units as well as cavalry. With that being said, they cannot really take a hit from cavalry. This means the only use I can see for them is to swoop in after a cavalry charge to hold the cavalry in place and help clear them out. This unit does very solid damage against warlords with the windmill strike, so they also could work as a flanking unit for taking out warlords that step out of line. I can say for sure that they are very much an in and out unit, and keeping them engaged for a long time is detrimental, despite their suppression of evil. I still find it hard though to justify running them for the 175 leadership, 190 after the season ends. With all that aside, I will continue to test them out because they may just have a playstyle that we have not thought through yet. I hope this video gave you a look into the Cudgel monks for Season 8. Keep an eye out for more Season 8 content as I keep releasing videos from the preview event. With that, until next time, I'll see you on the battlefield. Nice. That teamwork. That teamwork. Frozen and bopped.